Members, we're moving in file order, file item number 5, for the purpose of amendments AB 9. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 9 with amendments by Assemblymember Thurmond.
Mr. Thurmond on the amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I rise regarding amendments for AB 9. These amendments are non-substantive and add a principal co-author. I respectfully ask for your aye vote to the amendments.
Mr. Breaux, you are recognized.
Mr. Speaker, we are without objection to the amendments.
So without objection, we may take a voice vote on these amendments. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The amendments are adopted. Bill is out to print and back on file. Ms. Garcia, you are recognized for your procedural motion.
Mr. Speaker, I request unanimous consent to suspend Assembly Rule 63 and Assembly Rule 69 to allow Assemblymember Thurmond to take up AB 9 in mock-up form without reference to file for the purpose of third reading.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Without objection, Mr. Breaux, you are recognized.
Mr. Speaker, we object to AB 9XX being wharfed without reference to file, and we ask for a roll call vote.
Thank you, Mr. Breaux. Ms. Garcia moves and Mr. Santiago seconds that the rules be suspended to allow this body to take up AB 9 in mock-up form. This is a procedural vote. Member on suspension of the rules. Clerk will open the roll. Ms. Garcia is asking for an aye vote. Mr. Breaux is asking for a no vote. Ms. Garcia is asking for an aye vote. Mr. Breaux is asking for a no vote. This requires 40 votes. Clerk will close the roll. Ayes 48, noes 23. The rules are suspended. We will now move to the bill itself. This is AB 9 without reference to file. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 9 by Assemblymember Thurmond and others, an act relating to tobacco use programs.
Mr. Thurmond, you may open.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I rise to present AB 9. This bill would help to create tobacco-free schools throughout our state. As our current laws are written, some of our schools post signage that say it's a tobacco-free campus, but we have more than 1,200 local education agencies that are not within compliance within the law because of how our laws are written. We have an opportunity here to ensure that we can reduce the possibility of addiction to tobacco of young people, that we can reduce the kind of illnesses that we have heard mentioned today. It is without fact that tobacco use causes various illness, and it is widely stated in our literature that the younger our students are and youth are exposed to tobacco, the more likely they are to become lifetime smokers and addicted to tobacco use. This bill would also extend to e-cigarettes and to smokeless tobacco to say that there should be no tobacco on campus in any buildings or in any vehicle owned by the school district. It would also provide funding to help our schools to provide signage to make it clear that our campuses are tobacco-free campuses. I don't know a whole lot, but I suspect that one of my colleagues is going to get up and question the right of this measure to be considered. I don't want to argue about process today. I do want us to spend some time doing what we can to save lives, because without fact, when kids start smoking in school and experimenting with tobacco use, they are more at risk to become addicted and to become lifetime smokers. And it is without fact that when we have tobacco-free campuses, we reduce the number of youth who start using tobacco. And so for those who will question on process, I'm not going to tell you whether your arguments are right or wrong, but I'll say this, that when we entered this extraordinary session, we were talking about preserving our Medi-Cal program. And I will say this, that every year in the Medi-Cal program, we spend over $3.5 billion to address tobacco-related issues. And I will say this, that last week I visited the burial place of my mother, who died at the age of 37 from cancer. I visited the burial place of my brother, who died at the age of 35 because of a liver-related disorder. This week is the anniversary of my father's death, who also died from cancer. Let me be clear. None of them were smokers, but all of their illnesses are in fact linked for others to tobacco use. I raise it to say that if we have any opportunity to take steps to save lives, to prevent unnecessary illness and unnecessary death, that we should take that action, not argue on process, and do what we can to preserve the life and well-being of our children and the people of the state of California. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Thurman. All debate having ceased on the item, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. The clerk will close the roll. Ayes 57, noes 5. Measure passes. Members, we are moving to item number 6. That's AB 11 for the purpose of amendment. Clerk will read with amendments.
Assembly Bill 11 with amendments by Assemblymember Nazarian.
Mr. Nazarian on the amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. AB 11 updates the cigarette and tobacco products licensing program by updating the licensing fee on retail locations, distributors, and wholesalers. These amendments to AB 11 update the effective date of the bill from January 1st, 2016 to January 1st, 2017. With that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Mr. Breaux.
We are without objection, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Breaux is without objection on these amendments. We may take a voice vote on the amendments. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The amendments are adopted. Bill is out to print and back on file. Ms. Garcia, you are recognized for your procedural motion.
Mr. Speaker, I request unanimous consent to suspend Assembly Rule 63 and Assembly Rule 69 to allow Assemblymember Nazarian to take up AB 11 in mock-up form without reference to file for purposes of third reading.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Mr. Breaux, you are recognized.
Mr. Speaker, we object to AB 11 being brought up without reference to file and ask for a roll call vote.
Thank you, Mr. Breaux. Ms. Garcia is moving that the rules be suspended. Mr. Ting is seconding on the rules suspension. Members, this is a procedural vote. The clerk will open the roll. Ms. Garcia is asking that the rules be suspended. She's asking for an aye vote. Thank you. Mr. Breaux is asking for a no vote. Ms. Garcia is asking for an aye vote. Mr. Breaux is asking for a no vote. The clerk will close the roll. Ayes 47, noes 24. The rules are suspended. With that, we will take up the bill in chief. Item 6, AB 11. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 11 by Assemblymember Nazarian enacting the cigarette and tobacco product licensing.
Mr. Nazarian on the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and colleagues. AB 11, as I just mentioned, updates the cigarette and tobacco products licensing program by updating the licensing fee placed on retail locations, distributors, and wholesalers. And it specifically increases the fee to $265 on retail locations and $1,200 on distributors and wholesalers. Since 2003, the Board of Equalization has administered the licensing program, which levies licensing fees on businesses that sell and distribute tobacco products in the state. Since the launch of the program, the fee has not changed. It has remained as a one-time fee of only $100. You can be in business for 30, 40 years, and you've only paid a one-time $100 fee to actually conduct your business in the state and get the benefits of the enforcement that comes with that payment of the fee. In 2003 to 2004, the licensing fee generated $18 million, which at the time was sufficient to maintain the program. However, over time, the cost to run the program has exceeded the revenue generated from the fee. As a result, BOE requires payments from First Five Tobacco Education Prevention Programs, the Breast Cancer Research Fund, and General Fund, which receives cigarette and tobacco excise tax proceeds to cover the administration cost of the licensing program. It is evident that the lifetime retailer fee is not adequate to maintain a viable enforcement program. The additional revenue generated due to this bill will eliminate the need to divert tobacco excise taxes from their intended purposes. AB 11 is also good for businesses as it helps to stop violators from circumventing the law and competing with legitimate businesses that pay to conduct their work in the state. With that, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Nazarian. All debate having ceased on this item, clerk will open the roll. All members vote who wish to vote. 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 The clerk will close the roll. Ayes 46, noes 26. Measure passes. Ms. Garcia, you are recognized for your procedural motion.
Mr. Speaker, there is a resolution at the desk relative to the second extraordinary session. I request unanimous consent to suspend the Assembly Rule 63 and allow me to take up ACR 1 on behalf of Speaker G. Atkins and Republican Leader Chad Mays without reference to file for the purpose of third reading.
Is there an objection to this motion, Mr. Bro?
We are without objection.
Mr. Bro is without objection. Seeing and hearing no objection, the requests are granted. We may take up ACR 1 without reference to file. The clerk will read.
Assembly Concurrent Resolution 1 by Assemblymember Mays and others relative to final adjournment of the 2015-16 second extraordinary session of the legislature.
Ms. Garcia on the ACR.
Mr. Speaker and members, ACR 1 sets the adjournment of the 2015-16 second extraordinary session sine die on the date that the measure has been adopted by both houses of the legislature. I ask for an aye vote on this resolution.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. With that, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. It's on ACR 1. All members vote who wish to vote. Clerk will close the roll, tally the vote. Ayes 70, noes 2. Resolution is adopted. The second extraordinary session has adjourned sine die. Members, we are back to the regular session. Members, AB 558 Lowe is at the desk. Pursuant to Assembly Rule 77.2, I am re-referring AB 558 to the Governmental Organization Committee. Members, we are back on the file on concurrence. This is item number 1, ACR 110. Clerk will read.
Assembly Concurrent Resolution 110 by Assemblymember Wilk and others relative to Korean American Day.
Ms. Kim, you may open.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. ACR 110, proclaiming January 13, 2016 as the Korean American Day, is back on concurrence. Amendments in the Senate were non-substantive and adds co-sponsored, bipartisan co-authors, so I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Seeing no discussion or debate on the resolution, with that, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. Clerk will close the roll. Tally the vote. Ayes 71, no 0. Senate amendments are concurred in. File items 6 through 12 pass and retain. Members, we're moving to consent calendar. My apologies, members. We are going to take up file item 13. That's SCR 99. The clerk will read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 99 by Senator McGuire relative to the 28th Annual State Scientist Day.
Dr. Quirk, you may open.
Thank you, Speaker and members. SCR 99 celebrates the 20th Annual State Scientist Day on May 18th, 2016. It recognizes the dedication and professionalism of state scientists, the California Association of Professional Scientists, which works on behalf of our state scientists. To name just a few of the responsibilities, state scientists protect Californians and the environment with their efforts in the area of public health, food and agriculture, disaster response, energy and climate change, and I am not the only scientist who has served as an assembly member. Please join me in supporting SCR 99, recognizing State Scientist Day and the important work they do for our state. I ask the first roll call to be open for co-authors, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Dr. Quirk's asking the first roll be open for co-authors. Members, the clerk will open the roll. This is for co-authors members on SCR 99. It's for co-authors members. Clerk will close the roll. 74 co-authors added without objection. We may take a voice vote on the resolution. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Now we're moving to consent calendar. Members, does any member wish to remove an item from the consent calendar? Seeing and hearing none, the clerk will read the second-day consent calendar.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 92 by Senator Pan relative to Korean American Day.
The clerk will open the roll on the consent calendar. All members vote who wish to vote. All members vote who wish to vote. This is consent calendar, members. All members vote who wish to vote. The clerk will close the roll. Tally the vote. Ayes 74, no 0. Consent calendar is adopted.
and Senate Concurrent Resolution 95.
Ayes 74, no 0. Members, I'd ask for your respectful attention. We are moving to announcements and adjournments in memory. Mr. Bigelow, you are recognized. Members, please give your respectful attention to Mr. Bigelow.
Members, I rise today to adjourn in the memory of Dr. Steve Leedy, a highly esteemed oral surgeon from the city of Auburn and a beloved husband, father, and grandfather. Dr. Leedy was a respected leader in the dental and oral surgery community. He served as a member of the Butte, Sierra, and Sacramento District Dentalist Societies, as president of the Western Society of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, and on the board of directors of the Oral and Facial Surgeons of California, an organization that he was vice president of at the time of his passing. Dr. Leedy had a great passion for helping others by volunteering his time and skills. As a volunteer dentist for California Care Force and CDA Cares, he helped restore many, many healthy smiles. Also through the Flying Doctors, Rotary International, and Thousand Smiles Clinic, he led countless trips overseas to treat the underserved. Dr. Leedy was a man of devout faith, with strong dedication to his large family and a wide circle of longtime friends, which include many of his colleagues, several of whom are here in the gallery today. He was a man of true and great character who led an exemplary and full life of personal and professional and civic accomplishments. Many of you on this floor may have met him unknowingly when you attended the CDA Cares event out here at the Cal Expo. Thousands upon thousands of people are helped at that event by dentists from all over the state and farther. It's a wonderful program. If you haven't been to it, I would really highly encourage you to go and attend that event and see what's done. Today I ask that we adjourn in his memory and extend our heartfelt sympathy to his wife Karen, his children, his grandchildren, and other beloved family members and friends. Mr. Speaker, thank you for this recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Bigelow. Dr. Wood, on this adjournment in memory.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members, and thank you, Mr. Bigelow, for your words as well. It is indeed with a heavy heart that I rise to ask that we adjourn in the memory of Dr. Steve Leedy, who really was an extraordinary oral and maxillofacial surgeon. He practiced in Auburn and Roseville. His accomplishments were many, but when I think of him, I think about his role with the Flying Doctors. I think about him as a Rotarian, a fellow Rotarian. He was active in his local dental society, local with his state societies, local with his profession as a specialist. He will be remembered for his passion, for his big heart, for his kind heart. He's survived by his wife Karen, his son Michael, his mother Ann, his brother Mark, and his sister Karen. I respectfully ask that we adjourn in his memory today. I think this is kind of appropriate. The votes we took today here, I hope Steve's looking down on us. We did some really great work here today. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for everyone, and I ask that we adjourn in his memory today.
Thank you, Dr. Wood. Mr. Bigelow, you are again recognized for some guests relative to this AIM.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to acknowledge and offer my condolences and the condolences from the California State Assembly to Miss Karen, his entire family, his friends who are with us today in the gallery. And if we would all give them just a wave, and as we do that, could we have just a moment of silence? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, members.
Thank you, Mr. Bigelow. Mr. Breaux, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I ask the Assembly to adjourn in the memory of Mitchell Higginbotham. Mitch was a longtime resident and a friend from Dana Point. he was also very active in our community. Mitch was born in Amherst, Virginia, and Mitch and I had a connection, one, for our military service, but two, he was born in Amherst, Virginia, and I attended high school in the neighboring county, and Amherst and our high school were rival high schools. Mitch received his wings and was commissioned as second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Air Force on February 1st, 1945, after completing training at the segregated Tuskegee Army Airfield as a member of Class 44K TE. He was assigned to the 477th Bombardment Group, medium-based at Freeman Field, Indiana, and was trained to fly both single and multi-engine military aircraft. While in training, he was cited for his skills as a B-25 medium bomber pilot. According to historical accounts, Mitch was one of 100 black service members who was arrested for attempting to enter an officers' club reserved for white officers. The event became known as the Freeman Field Mutiny. It is widely seen as a key moment toward full integration of the U.S. Armed Services. Mitch and I also had a mutual friend, Colonel Lee Archer. Colonel Lee Archer is the only ace out of the Tuskegee Airmen. Colonel Archer and I were on the board of the Library of Congress's Veterans History Project in Washington, and these two gentlemen are some of the most amazing men I've ever met in my life. Mitch was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal, one of our nation's highest honors, by President George W. Bush and Congress on March 29, 2007. Mitch served in many organizations, including the National Tuskegee Airmen, the Los Angeles chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen, the Dana Point Historical Society, and the Tolerance Education Center in Rancho Mirage. Yesterday would have been Mitch's 95th birthday. He moved to Rancho Mirage 2 years ago to be closer to his brother Robert, who amazingly is also a Tuskegee Airman. Mitch requested that he be buried at the Tuskegee Memorial in Sewickley Cemetery, Sewickley, Pennsylvania. A formal Tuskegee Memorial service will be held in May. My thoughts are with his family and friends during this difficult time. We have truly lost a great American, and thank you for adjourning in the memory of Mitch Higginbotham today.
Thank you, Mr. Breaux. Mr. Jones-Sawyer on this AIM.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to thank the Assembly member from Dana Point who asked me to just make a couple of comments about his dear friend and his constituent, who obviously, as you can tell, he admired greatly, especially since I believe that Black Caucus will speak on and honor the Tuskegee Airmen in the next couple of weeks. But he wanted you to understand just how great this man and all the Tuskegee Airmen was, but more important, his friend, Mr. Higginbotham. If you can think about going back to that time when you had Jim Crow, when your country did not respect you as a full human being, when you were discriminated against, when the military was racially discriminated, yet and still, Mr. Higginbotham went out of his way to protect and defend this country, even though this country most of the time did not defend him. He had to go through and was denied access to education. He was denied access to restaurants. He was denied access to being able to vote. He was denied access to restaurants. Excuse me. And most importantly, he was denied access to even the simplest things like to a water fountain. Yet and still, this individual wanted to fight and die for his country. First, he had to fight this country so that he could have the basic equal rights that anyone had. But most important, before he could do that, he had to do all that. And still, he went and fought for this country during the war. That is an extraordinary thing for someone to do, to have so much love for this country that you would die for it. And the Tuskegee Airmen, and most important, the Assemblyman from Dana Point's friend, epitomizes that. And that's what truly makes this country great. So today, we adjourn in honor of Mr. Higginbotham.
Thank you, Mr. Jones-Sawyer. Thank you, members. Members, a few brief announcements. We would like to congratulate Assembly Member David Chu, who became the father of a healthy 8-pound baby boy on Leap Day, Monday, February 29th. Members, we have a number of birthdays. Dr. Eggman's birthday is today. Speaker-elect Rendon's birthday is tomorrow, Friday, and Mr. Santiago's birthday is on Sunday. Happy birthday to all of our colleagues. The session schedule is as follows. Friday, March 4th, no floor session, no check-in session. Monday, March 7th, floor session at 1 p.m. All other items remaining will be passed and retained. All motions shall be continued. Seeing and hearing no further business, I'm ready to entertain a motion to adjourn. Ms. Garcia moves, and Mr. Bro seconds. That this House stands adjourned until Monday, March 7th at 1 p.m. Quorum call is lifted.